Reheating TCS foods for hot holding requires reaching A. 135 degrees Fahrenheit. B. 145 degrees Fahrenheit. C. 155 degrees Fahrenheit. D. 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Answer, D. Reheating TCS foods to 165 degrees Fahrenheit ensures that any harmful bacteria are destroyed. Ground meat, such as hamburger patties, must be cooked to a minimum internal temperature of A. 135 degrees Fahrenheit. B. 145 degrees Fahrenheit. C. 155 degrees Fahrenheit. D. 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Answer, C. Ground meat requires thorough cooking to 155 degrees Fahrenheit to eliminate harmful bacteria. Whole muscle meat can be safely served rare if A. It is cooked to 135 degrees Fahrenheit for 1 minute. B. It is cooked to 130 degrees Fahrenheit for 112 minutes. C. It is cooked to 140 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 seconds. D. It is held at 125 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes. Answer, B. Roasts can be cooked to 130 degrees Fahrenheit for 112 minutes as specified in the roasting chart. To ensure even cooking of food, a thermometer must be A. Inserted into the thickest part of the food. B. Placed near the edge of the food. C. Used after the food has cooled. D. Calibrated only after cooking. Answer, A. Inserting the thermometer into the thickest part ensures accurate temperature readings. A consumer advisory is required when A. Food is served at temperatures above 135 degrees Fahrenheit. B. Raw or undercooked animal products are offered on the menu. C. Food is prepared using high-temperature dishwashing. D. TCS foods are cooled before serving. Answer, B. A consumer advisory alerts customers to the risks of consuming raw or undercooked animal products. A two-stage cooling process requires cooling hot TCS foods. A. From 135 degrees Fahrenheit to 70 degrees Fahrenheit within 4 hours and then to 41 degrees Fahrenheit within 2 hours. B. From 135 degrees Fahrenheit to 41 degrees Fahrenheit within 2 hours. C. From 135 degrees Fahrenheit to 70 degrees Fahrenheit within 2 hours and then to 41 degrees Fahrenheit within 4 hours. D. From 135 degrees Fahrenheit to 50 degrees Fahrenheit within 6 hours. Answer, C. Hot TCS foods must cool from 135 degrees Fahrenheit to 70 degrees Fahrenheit within 2 hours, and then to 41 degrees Fahrenheit within the next 4 hours. To speed up the cooling process for hot foods. A. Use an ice bath or divide foods into shallow pans. B. Place foods in a tightly covered container. C. Leave foods out at room temperature until cool. D. Store food in the freezer without dividing. Answer, A. Ice baths and shallow pans help reduce the cooling time and keep food safe. Foods not meeting the required cooling timeline must A. Be reheated and cooled again. B. Be discarded immediately. C. Be stored in the freezer. D. Be cooled in larger quantities. Answer, B. Foods failing the cooling process must be discarded to prevent bacterial growth. The correct concentration of sanitizer solution must be A. Checked using paper test strips. B. Estimated by the food handler. C. Determined by the color of the solution. D. Calculated based on container size. Answer, A. Test strips are used to ensure the sanitizer concentration is appropriate for food safety. A thermometer should be calibrated. A. Once a year. B. Before checking food temperatures, when new, and after being dropped. C. Only when temperatures seem incorrect. D. After every use. Answer, B. Regular calibration ensures accurate temperature readings for food safety. When cleaning a slicer, it must be A. Rinsed with water only. B. Disassembled, cleaned, and sanitized after each use. C. Wiped with a damp cloth between uses. D. Left in place and cleaned weekly. Answer B. Equipment must be disassembled and sanitized after each use to remove food particles and bacteria. A food handler diagnosed with norovirus can return to work only A. After taking antibiotics for 2 days. B. Once symptom-free for 24 hours without medication. C. When the supervisor allows. D. After wearing gloves while working. Answer B. Norovirus symptoms must resolve completely before returning to work to avoid contamination. Improper handwashing leads to A. Elimination of physical contaminants. B. Prevention of foodborne illnesses. C. Transfer of germs to food or surfaces. D. Enhanced personal hygiene. Answer C. Poor handwashing practices contribute to the spread of germs and foodborne illnesses. Food from unapproved sources can A. Be served if properly cooked. B. Never be made safe for consumption. C. Be sold if labeled correctly. D. Be stored separately and monitored. Answer B. Food from unapproved sources poses a health risk and cannot be deemed safe. Employees may drink water during food preparation if A. It is stored in a designated cup with a lid and straw. B. The water is kept at room temperature. C. The cup is washed and reused each day. D. It is shared among staff. Answer A. A designated cup with a lid and straw prevents contamination during food preparation. Utensils used for serving must be stored A. On the counter if cleaned daily. B. In water at 135 degrees Fahrenheit or above. C. With handles submerged in ice. D. In any clean container. Answer B. Utensils must be stored in hot water at 135 degrees Fahrenheit or above to prevent bacterial growth. Chemical contamination occurs when A. Chemicals are stored near food preparation areas. B. Raw foods are left uncovered. C. Equipment is not cleaned frequently. D. Hands are washed improperly. Answer A. Storing chemicals near food increases the risk of accidental contamination. Physical hazards in food include A. Sanitizers and cleaning agents. B. Foreign objects like glass or bone. C. Parasites and bacteria. D. Cross-contamination of allergens. Answer B. Physical hazards such as glass, metal, or bone fragments can cause injury. Hot foods held for service must maintain a temperature of A. 120 degrees Fahrenheit. B. 135 degrees Fahrenheit. C. 155 degrees Fahrenheit. D. 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Answer B. Hot foods must be held at 135 degrees Fahrenheit or above to prevent bacterial growth. Gloves must be changed. A. Once they are visibly soiled. B. Before handling ready-to-eat foods. C. After touching raw animal products. D. All of the above. Answer D. Gloves must be changed frequently to maintain hygiene and prevent contamination. Employees must report symptoms such as vomiting or diarrhea to A. A coworker. B. Their employer or supervisor. C. A local health inspector. D. A licensed pest control operator. Answer B. Food handlers must inform their employer of symptoms to ensure food safety. Hot TCS foods must be reheated to 165 degrees Fahrenheit within A. 1 hour. B. 2 hours. C. 4 hours. D. 6 hours. Answer, B. TCS foods must reach 165 degrees Fahrenheit within 2 hours to ensure safety for hot holding. Proper pest control in a facility involves A. Using household pesticides in food areas. B. Denying pests access to food and shelter. C. Ignoring signs of droppings if no pests are visible. D. Cleaning only after an infestation is detected. Answer, B. Denying pests access to food and shelter is a key part of integrated pest management. Time as a public health control requires food to be A. Labeled with the time it was removed from temperature control. B. Stored at room temperature indefinitely. C. Cooled and reheated multiple times. D. Discarded after 8 hours. Answer, A. Foods held without temperature control must be labeled with times and discarded after 4 hours. Ice used for consumption must be A. Stored with raw foods to keep them cold. B. Kept free from contamination at all times. C. Handled with bare hands to ensure cleanliness. D. Used for cooling and serving interchangeably. Answer, B. Ice intended for consumption must remain clean and uncontaminated. A proper hair restraint ensures A. Long hair remains stylish. B. All hair is kept out of food and preparation areas. C. Employees can touch their hair freely while working. D. Hair is covered only when visibly dirty. Answer, B. Hair restraints prevent loose hair from contaminating food. Rejected food during receiving should A. Be accepted if minor issues are resolved later. B. Be discarded immediately without further checks. C. Be returned to the supplier or discarded per policy. D. Be stored until inspected by health authorities. Answer, C. Rejected food should either be returned to the supplier or discarded per policy. Foodborne illness is most often caused by A. Contaminated ingredients or improper practices. B. Proper cleaning and sanitizing. C. Thorough hand washing by employees. D. Consuming hot TCS foods. Answer, A. Contaminated ingredients and improper practices are leading causes of foodborne illnesses. A food establishment should self-close when A. The staff decides cleaning is overdue. B. A health hazard like sewage backup occurs. C. Employees request a break from work. D. It is a slow business day. Answer, B. Health hazards such as sewage backup or pest infestations require immediate closure for safety. The presence of visible mold on food indicates A. The food is safe if the mold is removed. B. The food should be discarded. C. The food can be frozen for later use. D. The food is acceptable for cooking. Answer, B. Mold growth indicates spoilage, and such food must be discarded to avoid health risks.